Right from our childhood, we have been told by the same people that Taliban and Talibani people are demons, they are evil, they are villain. This is what we have been told since our childhood. And just couple of days back, our own foreign minister was not only having a meeting, a very amiable meeting with Talibanese leaders, but our own foreign minister also gifted them more than 20 ambulances as a token of friendship and as a token of support. So the same demon, the same evil people have suddenly become so good that we are not only doing meeting with them, but we are also offering them gifts. We are telling them that we stand by their side, shoulder to shoulder as brother. So this is what politics is. There's nothing permanent here. And this is what we mean when we say that we humans are puppet of our circumstances. Many of the actions we are doing, decisions we are taking, choices we are making, and the words we are speaking depend on our circumstances and situations. And if our circumstances and situations are demanding us to speak a certain kind of words, to act in a way, to behave in a way, to take certain decisions, to make certain choices, we have no other choice but to go with it, because this is what the circumstance is demanding from us. And this is why they say that we are puppet of our circumstances. And boys, this is also why I keep on telling you that most of the things you listen on media, from politicians, from news channels, are made up things. What they do, they decide a narration first. For example, presently the narration with Pakistan is that Pakistan is our villain. So simply to establish this narration that there is a rivalry between India and Pakistan is our enemy, our news channels and politicians keep on speaking certain kind of words among public. And this is what we have been doing for Taliban and Talibanis also. But suddenly situation changed. There's also one case you might have not been watching. There's somebody, I don't remember his name. He used to be a terrorist in Syria. Yes, he used to be a terrorist in Syria. US has registered him as a proven terrorist, and he was not allowed to enter the borders of USA simply because he was a proven terrorist. But then recently he has become the president of Syria. His entire clothing have changed. He does not look like terrorist anymore. He looks like a president. He is in coat and pant now. And as soon as his position changed, US invited him, welcomed him, and showed whatever friendshipness and amicability they could show to the same guy whose entry they restricted on record in their own country. And this is exactly what we are seeing here in the case of Taliban. We keep on blaming them for evil things. We call them villain and everything. But suddenly our own foreign minister is not only sitting with them, but gifting them things. So this is what the thing is. This is why I tell you that if you do not have political aspiration, there is no point wasting your time on politics and politicians and news channels. Because, for example, presently they all are saying that we have rivalry with Pakistan and Pakistan is our enemy. You don't know. Tomorrow they may start telling you that Pakistan is not our enemy and Pakistan is not that bad. We are friends. We are going together. We are happy with each other. You never know what narration they may create depending on the situation and circumstance. Presently, India needs a strong ally with their neighbors because they fear Pakistan. They know that we need to have good relation with our neighbors, and Afghanistan is our neighbor. And Afghanistan has a strong leadership in the form of Talibans. So our own foreign minister is inviting them, having meeting with them, and showing support and involvement with them very cozily. So this is what politics is, and this is what proves that we human are the. There's one more lesson that I want to take you. I want all of you to take from this. This is that nobody is evil and nobody is God. Right? We all are humans, and it is circumstances and situations which decide whether that XYZ person is evil or not, or and whatever this XYZ person is doing is whether good or good or bad. What do I always tell you? There is no fixed definition of good and bad. The same thing which is good today may be termed bad tomorrow. The same thing which is good from my end may be bad from your end. And the same thing which is bad from your end, or maybe good from your end, may be bad from my end. There's no fixed definition of good and bad. It all depends on circumstances, it all depends on situations. Whatever circumstance and situation demands from us, we do it. And then, just to assuage our own ego and inner self, we start labeling it as good. We do not consider it evil anymore. And this is exactly what we are seeing today in the politics of India and Pakistan and Afghanistan. Pakistan and Afghanistan. See, we always listen that that we are united by our religion, and there is an intense brotherhood among Muslims. This is what we listen to all the time, that there is very hard and intense brotherhood among Muslims, and they cannot go separate, and they carry a very intense brotherhood with each other. And today you can see that a Muslim nation, Afghanistan, is against another Muslim nation, Pakistan. Afghanistan does not want to go with Pakistan. Afghanistan chooses to go with India. Whereas India is a Hindu nation, majority nation here in India is Hindu, and the official nation of Pakistan is Islam, and the official nation of Afghanistan obviously is Islam. So as per their religion, the Pakistan and Afghanistan must be getting together against India. But here, what is happening? Afghanistan and India is getting together against Pakistan. One Muslim nation is being friends with Hindu nation to go against another Muslim nation. This is what is happening openly before your eyes. Now you tell me, do you still need to waste your time? And do you need to waste yourself? We are fighting with Muslims because our politicians are telling us that Muslims are evil people, and suddenly you see that your politicians are having meeting with extreme Islamist. Taliban is not only Islam group, it is an extreme Islamist group. And your own leaders who always tell you that Muslims are this and Muslim are that are sitting with extreme Muslims and having a meeting with them, and very openly press is there, and they are praising each other and appreciating each other, showing support to each other. And against whom? Against another Muslim nation. They have got together to fight with Pakistan. So boys, there is nothing bad here. There is nothing wrong here. There is nothing right here. There is nothing good here. It all depends on circumstances and situations. There is no better, what should I say, decider of your life than your circumstances and situations. And what you choose to do in your life depends on the situation you are in. You cannot fixate on things. Okay, if situation is demanding you to be in a certain way and it is something which can protect you, then in fact this is what we do. This is what our evolutionary instinct is. In another news, I was listening to this news that Virender Sehwag's wife is divorcing him, and she is planning to get along with a friend, another cricketer, but a friend of Virender Sehwag. So boys, the very first lesson I want all of you to learn from this incident is, from this news is, do not ever be this stupid. It is one of the most disgraceful and degenerated thing being a man you can do. You never lose your brother over a woman. Your brother's wife is your, sister-in-law. This is what we call them. Your brother's sister is your sister. Your brother's mother is your mother, and your brother's wife is your sister-in-law. You never be disgraceful and degenerated in your life that you keep an eye on your friends' women. This is one of the most disgraceful and degenerated thing you can do in your life ever. Moreover, never lose your brother over a woman, because it is your brother who will stand by you in all different situations, not women. Women are evolutionary. They are flaky. They are fleeting. They fluctuate. They are not useful to you in any way. Simply because of your horniness, you are losing your relationship and friendship with a man who can be of so much of use for you in multiple different situations and scenarios in multiple different ways. And how can your inner self allow you to do such degenerated thing? She is the wife of your brother. She is the wife of your friend, and you are still going for it. And I am telling you, this man is going to, I mean, obviously, because this man is ignorant towards women's true nature, he simply does not understand that what this woman is doing and what is going on there. He is looking at it as an opportunity only, that I'm getting an opportunity with this woman. Why should I not take it? But I'm telling you, this is something very wrong he is doing there. You never keep an eye over your friend's wife. Never. You must always look at them with the eyes of respect. And even when the woman begins showing advancement towards you, you should pull back. As a man, this is how responsible you should be in this situation. There are plenty of women outside for you to do whatever with them. Go out, take your chances with them, but you never do it with your friend's wife. Even when she is showing advancement, if she is foolish enough to not understand what she is doing, being a man, you should be sensible and smart enough. You should be operating under your sanity. You should step back. You should tell to her that you're my sister-in-law. I cannot think of anything like this with you. But women are momentary. They are flaky. They are fleeting. Maybe she is going through a phase where she is having those hormonal rushes in her body, and simply because this new guy looks more masculine than Virender Sehwag. And boys, this is very important thing which I want to tell you. Never listen to women, because what women do, they turn you into another woman. They keep on complaining to you, whining about things to you, that why do you not act like women, why do you not act like feminine. And when you begin acting like women, when you submit yourself to the woman, when you begin operating under your femininity, they begin losing interest in you very subconsciously. A woman will make you spend all your money and then will kick you on your butt, telling you that you are a broken man, whereas it is she who has made you spend all your money. A woman will turn you into another woman and will kick you on your butt, complaining that you are not men anymore, you act and behave like women, whereas it is she who has turned you into another woman. This is why you never listen to women. You never take women's words seriously. No matter what she is complaining to you about, you just keep on listening to it from one ear and keep on taking it out from another ear. You never end giving masculine polarity to women, because as soon as that polarity ends between you and the woman very subconsciously begins losing interest in you, and she begins getting attracted towards another man who is still a man. If you look at the body language of Virender Sehwag and this new guy, I was looking at them in the picture, you can clearly see that this another guy is looking more masculine in that image, in that picture, and whereas Virender has become a little more submissive. He is not looking in that kind of demeanor, in that masculine demeanor. He's not looking like that, and this is the reason I am telling you. This is the reason why this woman is leaving Virender and choosing to go with this another man. In fact, in an episode of Kapil Sharma, once Virender and her wife came. In that episode, Virender was very proudly telling that I cook food, I go into kitchen, and I try to help and support women in the household chores. This is what you going into the kitchen and supporting a woman into household chores do to you. Here you have an example. This is why I always tell you that household chores are the responsibility of women. You never participate in that, no matter how much this woman whine and complain to you about it. Similarly, being a man, you never enter into a kitchen, especially when it is not your profession. If you are a chef by profession, then it is a different scenario. Even then, you do your job at your place, but you do not enter into the kitchen of your house. Leave it for your woman. And no matter how much she complains you, how much she whines about it to you, you simply do not listen to her. You never enter into the kitchen. You never cook food. You never participate into household chores. You do not do laundry. You do not do dishes. You do not clean your house. It is her job, whether she wants to do it or not, but you are not participating from your end. Because when you begin doing all of these things, the woman begin losing interest in you, because she can see that you have started operating as another woman and you are acting out of your femininity. And simply because you have submitted yourself to the woman so much that you are willing to get into the kitchen and cook food and participate in the household chores, she is not looking at you as a man anymore. The masculine polarity between you and the woman is gone. There's no more masculine polarity she can feel there. The energies have changed. And simply because the energies have changed, there's no more masculine polarity she's getting from you. obviously she has started losing attraction in you. She is not looking at you as a man anymore. She has started looking at you as a woman. And now when she has started looking at you as a woman, she obviously will begin getting attracted towards men who still operate under masculinity outside. And here she found that man in the form of that another guy who is already a friend to Virender Sehwag. They must have been contact. They must have been going to each other's houses. They must have been traveling together. They must have been seeing each other most of the time. So simply because the woman could see that my man is not man anymore, I cannot get those masculine energies from him anymore. Here I have another man who is still a man, who is still operating uh, under his masculinity, who is still operating out of his masculinity, and he is still a man, and he is still a man. So on the one hand she has a man who is not masculine anymore. On the other hand, she has another man who is still masculine. So obviously, being a man, being a woman, being flaky, being momentary, being fleeting, being fluctuating, being emotionally fluctuating, and most probably this woman has reached to an age where she is again, where she has started getting hormonal rushes again into her body. So simply because she has started getting hormonal rushes into her body again, she is again looking for S. She is looking for somebody masculine to have S with. So when she looks at her husband, she could not feel that much, that kind of energy anymore, because her man has started operating out of his femininity. So then, when she looked at this new man, she could get those masculine energies from this man, because this man is still operating out of his masculinity. And when this man is operating out of his masculinity, she can feel those energies towards him. She can feel those vibes and feelings towards him. And simply because women cannot think long term, they are not far sighted, they are driven by their feelings, they are driven by their momentary emotions. So her body and her feelings are telling her to go towards a man who is still masculine. This is what this woman is doing, because we humans are puppet of our chemistry also. A lot of choices and decisions we are making in our life depending on our circumstances and situations, and a lot of decisions and choices we are making in our life depending on our chemistry, depending on the kind of chemicals being generated in our body. So when your body is generating as well hormones, you are looking for S. And when you are looking for S, you need a man who is still a masculine, who is still operating out of his masculinity and looking like a masculine man. So this is where the woman is getting inclined towards. And this is the reason why she is leaving her years long husband for this new man who might have entered into her life recently. So this is another news, and these are all the lessons that you need to take from all different things happening around you. There is nobody who is your permanent enemy. There is nobody evil. There is nobody God. There is no fixed definition of right and wrong. It is your circumstances and situations which decides and defines what is right and what is wrong in many different situations and scenarios. And in case of women, I am telling you, stop listening to women, because women will make you spend all your money on her and will leave you because you are broke. A woman will turn you into another woman and will leave you because you are not man anymore. A woman will F off your brain and emotions and then will leave you because you do not act as a sane man. This is what happens when you begin listening to women and when you begin taking them and their words seriously. So you simply listen to women from one year and take all of the things out from another year. You simply do not take their words seriously. And no matter what anybody or this woman is telling you, you remain in your masculine energy. You remain in your masculine attitude and demeanor. You never shed off your masculinity for anyone, no matter what. Because as soon as you will shed off your masculinity and you will submit to the woman and begin acting out of your femininity as another woman, no matter how long this woman has been with you, she will begin losing interest in you. She will not be able to continue to have similar amount of attraction and interest in you, which she might have had during that time when she met you for the first time. Simply because for the first time when she met you, you were acting a masculine. She was interested in you. But now today, simply because you kept on listening to her complaints and whining, you thought this is what women want, because she is complaining about you, complaining about it to you again and again. You chose to shed off your masculinity and you chose to get into your femininity, taking the words of women seriously. And eventually you can see the result. You took the words of women seriously, you shed off your masculinity, you get into your femininity, and you can see the woman has lost interest in you. She does not want to continue with you anymore, and she has chosen another man who is still masculine, who is still looking masculine, who is still operating out of his masculinity over you. So you never listen to the woman ever. Always remain a man and just keep on listening to her, forgetting about her words. You do not need to begin taking them seriously, and never, ever, never, ever submit yourself to women. Never. You are a man, you do what a man does, and you never play the role of woman, especially before that woman who is already attracted in you and interested in you. Always let her look at you operating as a masculine man, being a masculine man. And look what happened during Asia Cup. There was a very serious terrorist attack happened at Pahalgam, and everybody started shouting, announcing, saying that let's boycott Pakistan, let's boycott Pakistan. How can they take innocent lives of Indian so brutally? And then what happened in Asia Cup? They were playing cricket match with Pakistan. Not only one match, two matches, they played three matches with Pakistan in one trophy. Why? Because they can mince money out of cricket. So they very smartly changed the narration. They started saying that it is an international tournament and we do not want to interfere into it. The same Indian politics and politicians who were saying that let's boycott Pakistan, how can they take the lives of 26 innocent Indians so brutally just few months after our national cricket team played not only one but three cricket matches with the same Pakistan, because it benefits them. They could mince money out of it. So why to lose the opportunity of making money because of some 26 people who died in a terrorist attack? This is how politicians think, and this is what the value of you and your lives is in the eyes of these politicians. They very smartly change narrations depending on their losses and their profit. If a certain narration favors them, they go with that narration. So calling Pakistan their enemy favors them. This is the reason why they keep on calling Pakistan and Pakistanis their enemy. The moment they will begin getting benefited through Pakistan in some way, they will very smartly change the narration. They will immediately change the narration, and then they will begin telling everybody that Pakistanis are our friends and we have good terms with Pakistan. This is exactly what they are doing with Talibanis. They have been telling us since eternity that Talibanis are evil people and they are villain. But as soon as they found themselves in a situation where they could benefit by being friends to them, they have changed the narration. They are friends to them. They are getting together very, amicably. And this is exactly what they would do with Pakistanis. You could see in Asia Cup that they played cricket matches with them, even though everybody was telling after the terrorist attack that we should boycott all sort of relations and discussions with Pakistanis and Pakistan. So this is what politicians do. They change the narration. They do always what favors them. If certain kind of narration is favoring them, they'll go with it. And if that narration would stop favoring them, they will immediately give up that narration, and then they will go with some other narration, and then they will stick to that narration which is benefiting them in that particular situation or scenario. So you do not need to take politics and politicians seriously. You do not need to take news media seriously, and you do not need to spoil your life. You do not need to spoil your friendship. You do not need to spoil your relation with people simply because politicians are trying to set a narration through media channels. You do not spoil your relation and friendship with people. You do not spoil your reputation and social image because of politics and politicians and whatever narration they are trying to set through media channels. Never take them seriously. They keep on changing their narration depending on their benefits. You can clearly see in Asia Cup, simply because it could benefit them, they could mince money out of it. Immediately the narration was changed and they started calling it an international tournament. And even though they have full control over it, they could have backed out from it if they wanted, but they still chose to play because it was an opportunity to mince money. So they made money out of it, and when it was benefiting them, it was very favorable for them to change the narration. They forgot about 26 people who lost their lives in a terrorist attack in Kashmir. They simply did not care about them and their lives and their family anymore. You cannot see any news of any one of them on any news channel anymore. So this is what politicians do. This is what politics is all about, and this is what news channels are doing. News channels are simply an aid of these politicians. You do not need to waste your time on any of them. You do not need to take them seriously, and you also do not need to spoil your life, your peace of mind, your cool, your relation, your social reputation, your friendship with people, simply because of whatever all of these news channels and politicians are telling you. And was in case of Sehwag and his friend and his wife, I think the fact that this man is marrying the woman, the wife of his husband, shows his mental level. It itself proves that what kind of degenerated, disgraceful, and stupid man he is. Because as I've just already told you, that you do not eye the women of your friend. Your brotherhood is more important. The wife of your friend is your sister in law. The sister of your friend is your sister. The mother of your friend is your mother. So, is this the fact that he is agreed to marry the wife of his friend, his brother, itself shows how stupid, disgraceful this man is. And moreover, boys, you do not need to marry a woman simply because she is sexually attracted in you, or maybe you are sexually attracted in her. Marriage is not the end all, the be all of sexual attraction. When a woman is sexually attracted in you, or maybe you are sexually interested in a woman, you both can do sex without putting any terms and conditions on each other, without putting any burden on each other. This man doesn't know what he is doing. Imagine putting yourself under legal matters with a woman who is so flaky and who is driven by her hormones. Maybe so the reason this woman is choosing this another man over her previous man, maybe, is because she is interested sexually in this new man. So you do not need to put yourself into legal matters with this woman simply because you both are sexually attracted in each other. You both can still continue to do whatever you want to do with each other without putting yourself into legal matters. And the fact that you are putting yourself into legal matters simply because she is interested in you, or maybe you are interested in her, proves the mental level of this man, proves that how stupid this man is. Because marriage is more typical thing. Okay, marriage is not just a sexual attraction. It is not just a meeting of 1 hour or 2 hour only. No, you'll have to live with the woman in the same house. And you simply don't know how crazy women become once they cross an age. It is not easy to do with any women who are grown up, and especially these kind of women who can casually leave their husband and can casually choose somebody else over their men. No, so these are grown up women with brains and emotion, and evolutionary and naturally women are flaky. They have fleeting emotions. They are thinking one way in this moment and they are thinking in some another way in another moment. So maybe when she is planning to marry you, maybe she is planning to join you after leaving her previous men, it is a momentary emotion or maybe a momentary feeling she is going through. What if the feeling would fade away? then what? What if very quickly the feeling, the emotion fades away? Then what? You are going to sign legal papers with this woman. Do not take it lightly. Being friends to a woman, doing sex with a woman, and all these things are different things. But signing legal document with a woman is a totally different thing altogether. Is a thing of another level. Do not take it lightly. And when you are going to sign legal papers simply because of your attraction, maybe simply because you are driven by hormones, maybe simply because this woman is showing momentary emotions and attraction in you, maybe you are putting yourself into lifelong one ended biased legal document, biased legal agreement. You can only imagine what is going to happen there and how crazy situation you are putting yourself into by signing legal papers with any such woman who is already grown up, mature, has brains. Will you be able to adjust with her? Will you be able to make her submit to you? After that momentary hormonal rush will go on. After that, will you be able to adjust with each other? Will you still be willing to be together amicably, casually, friendly? You are never sure. So the fact that this man is getting into legal agreement herself with this woman simply because there is some momentary attraction going on between both of you itself shows that this man is ignorant towards women's nature. This man is stupid. This man has already proven himself disgraceful and degenerated by agreeing to marry the woman of his her friend. And only God knows what this man is going to face because of this simple fact. What this man is putting himself into and what this man is going to face in his further life after signing one ended biased legal document with this woman who is driven by momentary attraction only, who is driven by her hormones only. So boys, you need to understand all of these things. First of all, you understand that marriage is a different thing altogether. Simply because you are sexually attracted towards a woman, it does not mean that you need to sign legal document to do anything with her. No, everything is possible between you and the woman without signing any legal document. So if it is because of attraction and momentary feelings and uh, emotions, then it's okay. Go ahead, enjoy your time with each other, and that's it. Move on in your life. Forget about it, maybe, or maybe remember it, keep it in your brain, but after enjoying your time with each other, move on in your life. Why to put yourself into legal agreement with a woman simply because you are sexually attracted in her, or maybe because she is sexually attracted in you? You do not need to sign legal papers. You do not need to put yourself into any agreement which does not favor you, which might put you into crazy situations. And I'm telling you, this is the scenario in almost all different cases. Any woman who is grown up, mature, has brains, she has her own agendas, and it will almost be impossible. It will be very hard to adjust with any such woman. You'll not be able to submit. You'll not be able to make her submit to you. You'll not be able to make her adjust with you. She will still be going by her choices, by her wills. And when a woman will keep on going by her choices, by her own wills and aspirations, how long this relation would go, and what all you'll have to face there, what all you'll have to tolerate with any such women. And women are naturally vindictive, vengeful. They are natural complainers and whiners. They are mostly looking at negative things most of the time, naturally, especially after they cross an age. So it will not be easy for you to live with. Being friends with, killing your little time with any such woman is one thing, but living with any such woman in the same house is going to be troublesome. So boys, marriage is a complicated thing. You must understand, marriage is not easy. You do not put yourself into legal agreement which is called marriage with any woman simply because there is some attraction between both of you there, and you do not need to. Everything is possible between you and the girl without marriage. And I am telling you, when the woman is genuinely into you, when it is he who she is desiring, even she will not put any such conditions before you. She will not put any burdens on you. She will not ask you to comply to any terms and conditions before doing anything with her. She will very casually keep on enjoying her time with you because she is attracted, she is interested, she wants to do. When she is attracted, she is interested, she wants to do. Who can stop her then? What terms and condition can stop her then? When she wants to do it with you. Uh, so this is what the thing that you all need to understand, you all must know. And be smart, be safe. Do not make momentary decisions in your life based on emotions, based on momentary fleeting emotions. Okay, keep on operating under the influence of your sanity. Be sensible. And this is all I can tell you from these two different news which I heard recently.